All right, let's get started for Aries. 0 degrees of Aries. 30-year cycle, Spirit. For the best and highest good of the viewers that are finding us here. For Aries, what is it that Saturn would like for them to know about this new cycle? This would be the first house. If you have Aries in your first house, if you have Aries sun, moon, rising, or Venus, then this reading might be for you. All right, Spirit, best and highest good for our Aries watching. Let's have a card about what they can expect, please. 9 of Cups. That's a good thing to expect. Brand new cycle. All right, Spirit, let's have a card for what challenges are going to be presented for them. 10 of Wands. And now, can we have a card about what opportunities will be presented for them in this new cycle? The 9 of Coins. All right, let's take a look at this. We have the 4 of Wands on the bottom of the deck, Aries. For this overall energy, this 9 of Cups, this is about, well, wish fulfillment, satisfaction, and what I'm getting here is a satisfaction with what you have produced. I mean, this is a 30-year cycle. For most of us, that's at least half of our lives. So what have you done? Because what you have created has satisfied you. And now it's time for you to roll with it. The progress that you've made in the past 30 years has set you with a foundation that satisfies you. But the challenges of that have been and will be that maybe you've taken on too much here. Maybe you're overworking to do this. Maybe you built your own business. Or maybe these are all the things that you have built in your life. Your relationships and a business and the opportunities that you have. And here with this 10 of Wands, this being overburdened, completing that cycle. Like, what I'm seeing is that for this new cycle, things will be much easier. It's like you've done the work. This is a completion card. And this opportunity here with this 9 of Pentacles is going to be about a slow, steady progress going forward, something that is reliable. Smooth sailing is what I'm hearing. So what you have created, the hard work that you had to put into building the thing that satisfied you. Like there's going to be a day of celebration there. And this is this point in time where the load will get lighter and lighter, easier and easier for you to carry. This is a great big giant workhorse made to deliver. So you've set this solid foundation and now just cruise forward. And that's beautiful energy for a brand new cycle. All right, let's get an overall picture going forward here with some oracle cards. Please, for Aries, let's have just a general message about the traveling that going forward. This is the Traveler's deck. So let's have a message. A card for our Aries listening here, please, Spirit. Just overall, what to know about this next cycle. I've got some jumping and I'm going to take them. All right. We have fogged in. Go slow and take your time. Well, that's what this guy right here is all about. Going slow and taking his time. He's in no hurry to get anywhere. He's going to do it right the first time. In a view from above. Get the big picture. And what I'm seeing here is like, you know, these are all of the things that you have in these cups here. And they're saying, take a look at what you have accomplished. The effort that you've put into it, that fruition. See it from the landscape of the above. And if you're looking down on the little village that you've created, you've done quite well. You've done, I mean, look what you've made. So you're getting a pat on the back for that, Aries. You've taken this responsibility. You put in the effort. And, you know, Aries, I'm just saying, slow that down. Slow yourself down a little bit. You're doing well. You're doing well. All right. For our Taurus who are coming to watch this reading, please, Spirit, for their best and highest good, what is it that they can expect in this oncoming, changing energies? Saturn moving into Aries. This would be the second house. If you have Aries as your second house, this reading may apply for you. What is it that we can share with them, please, about what to expect? Let's have a card on that. What to expect. The Knight of Cups. All right, then. What next here, please? What challenges for this Knight of Cups will Taurus be dealing with? We have the Five of Coins. And one more card here, please. Spirit, what opportunities to work with this energy will they have? The Page of Pentacles. This is good energy, because what this tells me is that you're learning some lessons. Learning some lessons. Here's the Nine of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So looking back at the things that the past 30 years have brought you, and we're going to talk about that in the realm of romance. What your relationships have brought you some learning, and that's the opportunities going forward that you should focus on. You've left behind some of the ways that relationships have been for you in the past. What you found is that wasn't it. That wasn't what you thought romance was. Changing your ideas and assumptions about what that type of relationship means. You've learned some things here, Taurus. And taking that forward. Let's look at this opportunity. I'm going to leave this there. That's a nice opportunity. Brand new beginnings. This can also be like the 1111 card. Finding soulmates. All right. So again, I believe the message is being reinforced here with this High Priestess about you've learned some of the things about the ways that you functioned in relationships, and you have, created a new beginning here in this cycle. You've done this work. Let's talk about these opportunities and what it's bringing in here, please, Spirit. What it's bringing in, we have the Empress, the Page of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the King of Wands. So this is what you want, this King of Wands. And this is the energy of being able to create it. This new beginning, this new concept, these new ideas moving forward in a better direction towards about what you want. Meaning that you have come to a realization here, that you're beginning to realize what it's going to take to satisfy you, this King of Wands. What does that look like for you? What does the King of Wands look like for you? Because it's not what it looked like in the past. There's been a transformation here, Taurus, and a healing. So going forward, look at this beautiful advice. Strength. Building trust. This is going to be something for you to focus on, to make sure that the foundations of your relationships are built in trust. Because learning those things about your past, brand new day here. And that's exactly what Saturn in 0 degrees of Aries is talking about. Brand new dawning of a brand new cycle. And you brought this on by doing that work. So, congratulations. That's beautiful energy moving forward. All right, Gemini, I'm going to start with an oracle card for you. Just a general overall energy of what you can expect in this transition. What is this new chapter for our Geminis that are coming to this reading here? This would be the 3rd house, your 3rd house placement, Gemini. Transformation. Excellent. All right, let's get some cards here. Let's talk about this fresh new way of living emerges. It's exactly what the Saturn in 0 degrees of Aries is talking about. Brand new cycle. For our Gemini, please, Spirit, what is it overall they can expect? 2 of Coins. And then, well, I'm going to put these right here because they just popped out. I'm going to pull the rest of the cards first, Spirit. For our Gemini, what challenges? Or are those their challenges? We'll find out. What challenges? All right. And then what opportunities coming in? Saturn's gifties here for our Geminis. All right. Let's take a look at what we have. We have 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. We have transformation. Take a look here at this overall. Let's see what we've got. It looks like you're really done with something, but you're not quite there yet. Still in that process of determining what is the right decision. So this cycle of 30 years is closing out, and reflecting on that and what choice has the closing of this cycle brought you, because it's significant choice. This transformation is no, laughing matter. This is a big deal. A whole new way of being something. And that could, with this Queen of Swords and this King of Cups here, and the 5 of Pentacles, this could be like changing the entire landscape, leaving a long-term relationship because you just didn't really match, perhaps. But that is a big decision, and maybe that's where we are right now, is on this precipice of you making this choice. trying to get some clarity, because I'm taking it that this has been a long-term relationship that you're considering ending or is ending. But I'm seeing that maybe you are the one that's doing this considering. So I want to go a little more into that. We have here, the 10 of Wands on the bottom of the deck, and that tells me that you're a little beyond done with the situation, and you really want to make this choice. So I'm going to ask for some advice and cards for you on this choice. 2 twos. This choice, yes. Gemini, the one that you don't want to think about, perhaps. That choice. Or you're at this crossroads, right? What more here, Spirit? What challenges? Upside down. 2. And this is the third choice, right? They're telling me you're not making it. Maybe you know, but you're not going that direction. Let's see why. Let's see what's going on with this. What more? Because you don't want to explode things. I'm hearing, well, I've got a good thing going. It looks good. On paper, perhaps. But there's something about this that is not good for you. Because this is about choices that align with you. And if you make maybe this one choice to tear all these things down, you're not sure if it's going to align on the other side. What's it going to be like after that tower? And I'm being encouraged just to get some advice right there. What's it going to be like if you were to make that choice? The tower. What's it going to be like on the other side? It's going to be awesome. This is you mastering that plan. Telling me you made the right decision. What else here, please, Spirit? Then in the end, you're going to make the right decision here. What else? Beautiful. Queen of Pentacles on the bottom. She has all that she needs, and she's focusing in here on herself. And maybe that's the advice that we're talking about here. Right? For you to take your power back. I mean, look at this. Strength and the Emperor. Doing some focusing just on what you need. Maybe being single. Because you've got everything that it takes to make that happen for yourself. In a powerful, powerful way. So consider this in line. So consider this alignment in this choice. Do you really want to make a decision that doesn't really align with what you know you want? Saturn's asking. What's going to be the answer, Gemini? I see it. You do too. Encouraging you to move forward. Move forward on your path. Make this transformation. Good luck to you, Gemini. All right, for our Cancer that comes to our reading here, please, Spirit. I'm going to start with an oracle card just to get an overall energy for our Cancer. Best and high is good. This transit, the ending of this 30-year cycle and this beginning of a brand new journey. What is it that our Cancers need to know today, please, Spirit? Oh, slippery cards. Something maybe just out of your grasp. Grace and gratitude. Through joy expands. And I said, something just out of your grasp. And look how she's kind of looking at her hand here, right? And she's got like, I don't know, looks like incense or something coming up out of it. But maybe, Cancer, you've been feeling a bit like, you know, things are just barely out of reach. Like, you know, they're there. You know, maybe what it is that you want. This joy, perhaps. And it's just beyond your touch. Let's see what this is. What is this overall energy here, please? Spirit, you would like to discuss with our Cancers. Yep. What's going on with you, Cancer? What's going on with this sadness? Joy just out of reach. What more for this cycle, please, Spirit? This will be the opportunities that are coming for you in this new cycle. Beautiful. All right, bottom of the deck. Excellent. Quickly. Things changing very quickly is what they would like to get across. So this sensation of this joy being just out of your reach. This moon card, this is about the things that are hidden beneath. In Cancer, your waters go deep. Your feelings are deep. But the thing that I'm seeing immediately here is that we're talking about a progression of having our cups laying all over the place and kind of scattered around. And being sad about that to moving to, man, we've got our cups all organized over here. We know exactly what's in each one, and we are so satisfied with ourselves. The moon card being here in the middle, this is telling me that there's these underlying patterns is what I'm hearing, and you recognizing those things, you cleaning up the past with this progression. That you're nearly there, that you've been maybe working on this. Maybe these past 30 years have brought you many lessons about the things of your inner workings that have not worked out and have not brought you joy. But now it's about moving towards what does bring you joy. Grace and gratitude is what they're suggesting here. Through gratitude, joy expands. I want to know more about this journey. I'm leaving this rapid movement right here. I want to know more about this journey here, please, for our Cancer. What is Saturn bringing in for them? What more can they know about this, please? You're completing the cycle. And that's exactly what Saturn's bringing in. Brand new cycle. Tell us more about these challenges. King of Cups. This is, remember we were like looking over here at this Five of Cups and it was all a mess. And here we've got all of our cups all nice and organized. And this King of Cups is just the man that can do that. Now, whether that's an individual or whether that's you mastering your emotions, this is getting the job done. But what I'm also hearing is that even if this was another person, right, that was perhaps a master of their emotions, and this might be someone that you possibly could look up to mentor from, there might be an individual there that helps you understand the meanings of the things in your past, the meanings of those hidden things that made things not work out so great, because You know, you're done. You're done with maybe the way that things were, and you know that. That's like seeing it all go up in smoke, and you're tired of it. And you want results. Saturn wants results for you too. And Aries has the ability to help you manifest those changes. And that is excellent. The opportunities here, please, Spirit, for Cancer. Let's have one more card for advice for them, please. Boom. What I'm seeing is turning lead into gold. Alchemy. Alchemizing. Learning about, healing from, and alchemizing those things. These patterns or this way of thinking love was supposed to be. That has kept things, your joy, just out of your reach. You're turning that into gold. You're turning into that foundation. And this is so very much what Cancer loves. This is home and stability and family and building a foundation with your people. And providing a legacy going forward. Beautiful energy for this new cycle. Beautiful energy. Transformation. Sometimes it takes hard work to make things happen. And good luck, Cancer. All right, let's go with the 5th house, Leo. If Aries is in your 5th house, this would be the reading for that. And Leo, Moon, Sun, Rising, and Venus. I'm going to get an oracle card here to start out. Just overall energies, please, Spirit, for what our Leos can expect with this brand new cycle. The cards are really wanting to just pop right out here, Leo. They're excited to talk to you. What is this message, please, Spirit? Vast vistas. Expand your horizons. All right, so that's going to be our overall energy here. Now, let's get some cards here for you, Leo. You're getting out of a box. Tell us about this energy here for the best and highest good for our Leos who are joining us, please, Spirit. This new cycle of Saturn and Aries, this brand new beginning, what is it that they should know? Ending some things. You're getting out of a box and you're ending some things. Maybe ending some things that you've absolutely had it with. What challenges, please, Spirit, for our Leo? Well, the Tower. Changes. You are getting out of a box in a big way, Leo. Difficult structures that have held you are not holding you anymore. What are your opportunities? Yes, Wheel of Fortune. Making that happen. This is beautiful energy. Although this looks scary, I guess, it's not. Because these are the things that brought you to the beginning of this cycle. Getting out of this box and these structured, rigid patterns, perhaps, really breaking out of ideas of what it is that maybe you thought you were supposed to be. And you're taking a look here, and you're doing it from this high perspective. It's like, I'm seeing a town like maybe that has been hit by a tidal wave where everything is just cleaned away. But maybe the structures are still there, but all of the things inside it are all gone, and it's just this brand new beginning. And maybe some of these things that are happening, that are bringing this brand new cycle to you, I mean, they might not have been things that you wanted to have happen. But you've had some event here that has definitely broken down some of your ideologies about a lot of things. I'm also seeing that some of you, maybe this last 30 years has been rough on you. You've learned a lot of tough lessons, but learned them. The opportunity here moving forward is this new beginning. You know, and this is that childlike, joyful, playful energy. That is you, Leo. Let's take a look. Keeping this one for us, because that's the destination. So let's have a few more cards here. Tell me some more about this Five of Swords for our Leos. Current energy, please. Six of Coins. And tell us about this tower, this challenge for our Leos in this cycle. Healing. And the opportunities going forward, this Wheel of Fortune. What to know? The High Priestess. Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You remember what I was saying in the very beginning about, very rigid foundations, almost like these cages holding you in maybe these are the boxes of your belief systems, and a belief system about what makes you happy. Yeah, a belief system about your ideas of what you are supposed to be in line with. We're talking about your authenticity, perhaps. The things that you felt you were supposed to be versus the things that you really are over here. And that we're talking about balancing that. We're talking about your generous heart, and we're talking about your playful energy. And bringing the you that you are, out from behind the veil, expanding your horizons of who and what you can be. And finding the thing that's, choosing what is more in line with your true self. That's important here. That's the thing that Saturn brings to this new cycle for you. The opportunity to be you. Last advice. Seven of Cups, Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the World, Leo. Look at this progression. Look at this progression that is happening of not quite being sure or hiding things or just kind of, a little bit of smoke and mirrors. Like maybe this is the veil, sort of like that you have been behind, that rigid structure that I was talking about, this box of this ideas of what it is that you're supposed to be. But you're finding the truth here, right? You're getting some clarity of thought. You're getting some clarity on what it is that means, and this is taking that action towards it. She is authentic. She speaks it, walks it, talks it, and she really doesn't care what you think about it either. That's her authenticity there, and she takes action with it. Look at, you're going like, this is me. This is who I am. I have all of this. This 9 of Pentacles is about your sovereignty, about you being you. Beautifully stated here in these cards. Brand new, beautiful chapter of you. Do you, Leo. Good luck. All right, for our Virgos, this would be the 6th house. If you have Aries in your 6th house, then this message would apply for you. Virgos, please, Spirit, what is Saturn's new opportunities in Aries bringing for our Virgos? This new chapter. Let's get an overall oracle card for our picture here, please, Spirit. For our Virgos. What is the message that they need to know? You are protected by angels. You're cherished by the angels, Virgo. Let's get some cards on this subject then, please, Spirit. Let's get some cards for our Virgos. Let's have a card for the overall general message of Saturn coming into Aries for our Virgos, please, Spirit. Oh, they want me to take 2 cards. I'm taking them. The 4 of Wands and the 7 of Wands. All right, for the challenges for our Virgos then, please, Spirit. Let's have a card for that. The challenges that this cycle will present for our Virgos. The High Priestess. And then the opportunities this cycle will bring in for our Virgos viewing the 8 of Swords. As an opportunity. The Star as the overall energy here. All right, the message of rapidly changing. Catapulted is what I'm hearing, Virgo. Catapulted into this next cycle. Kind of like whether you want to be or not. Here we go. Buckle up. Protected by these angels, the current situation, the thing the past 30 years cycle has brought you, is you not wanting to commit. You're not wanting to commit to a relationship here. Not wanting to get tangled up is what I'm hearing. Tangled up. But the opportunity coming up here is you understanding that the direction to go may not be this one, because we're changing from the 7 to the 8 of Swords. And this challenge is for you to see, I'm hearing the value in what this 4 of Wands can be. Maybe you're doubting what that value can be. Maybe your experience has brought doubt about what the value of a relationship like this, a commitment like this could be. But they're watching out for you. It's protected by angels. Tells me that there's, and this High Priestess as the challenge. This goes a little bit deeper. This is a this is a spiritual connection too. And maybe they're talking also about not only possibly that you are having issues about making commitments to relationships with other people in the physical world, but maybe you're also making a little bit of trouble here for yourself by not making commitments to your spiritual self. And what I'm seeing is that, like I said, catapult. Perhaps you're going to get tossed that way, catapulted into an experience with your consciousness here. Or maybe you are having that ramp up as this new cycle begins. Because that's where the end of this journey is going for you for the next 30 years, Virgo, is you answering your spiritual call. Let's get some more here on this past energy, this current beginning of the cycle here. Right. All right. Again, fending off, making that choice about what aligns with you. Like just being really confused about what it all means and not quite sure if it's for you. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about that challenge about not quite sure if this shoe fits. I got transformation though. Keeping that one. Not quite sure if this shoe fits, Spirit. Well, you wanted that one for our Virgos. Not quite sure if this is what you want. Or not only not quite sure if this is the path, that maybe you're even considering, like, I don't even know if, am I crazy? You know, maybe like I said, you're having some of these experiences ramp up where you have this intuition, this cognitive, this knowing, increasing, but having a little bit of not quite sure what these downloads mean. What is this, is what I'm hearing. Not really knowing here the opportunity. This Eight of Swords is not knowing really whether you should engage. We have two eights right on top of each other here. And the eights are about trusting. The eights are based in the Strength card, and this is about a trust, building a trust. So trusting your own intuition then is the opportunity you're being led to. Because this is powerful, protected by angels. This says that you have a part to play in this new cycle. And they're asking you to know that this new cycle is going to be asking you to step up to bat. And I see you doing that. And this is what else they would like for you to know, Virgo. Yes, doing that. Taking action and learning things. Yeah, catapult. Here it comes. Kind of like Ready or Not. Here we go. But you're going to know. You're seeing it. You're seeing what this new journey is. And maybe you're just beginning. But it's not going to take you long here, Virgo. Best of luck. Whole new point of view coming on. Enlightenment. All right, this is for our Libras. This would be for those who have Aries in the 7th house. for our Libras. This Saturn energy coming into Aries, this new beginning, please, Spirit, for the best and highest good of the Libras that are viewing. Let's get an oracle card for your overall energy. Faraway places. Get ready for new horizons. That's excellent energy. Libra, let's talk about these new horizons, please, Spirit. Let's talk about these new horizons. Let's have a card for this current energy for our Libras. This currently new cycle coming in. Two of Cups. Sounds good, Libras. Now, all right, let's have a card for what challenges to expect in this next cycle. What challenges? Queen of Swords, Libra. And what opportunities, please, for the best and highest good of our viewers, please, Spirit. What opportunities? The Five of Coins. All right. And we have the Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Right, I'm going to leave this general energy. Nice. I'm going to take that one too. The Chariot moving forward totally matches this. Get ready for your new horizons. Here we've got a lot of balancing going on, Libra. Let's have some more cards here, please, Spirit, for this Two of Cups for our Libras. Tell me more about this Two of Cups. Ace of Wands and the Hermit. Two very powerful cards. And for this Queen of Swords here, please, Spirit. All right, with the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck for the overall energy here. So this is being inspired. Ready to take some action. I mean, you now know something. You've made some kind of choice, or the energies that are coming to you now, you're at the precipice of this choice. Something that has taken you a minute to define, but now you have that clarity here. The challenges will be for you to maintain, obtain this clarity. This clarity of thought about a process that's going on within you. This Two of Cups is about what aligns with you, what serves you, what's true for you. And that's the mastery of this here. But it's also about the intuitive depths and the knowing and the knowledge, which is here. Having clarity over that, which is here. In this Hermit card, that's exactly the work that he's doing. Looking within, defining that path, and making that decision about what aligns with you. You've definitely got some new horizons coming up for that, some very new opportunities. And maybe I'm also getting that, absolutely looking within yourself here with this Two of Cups, looking within yourself to find that alignment. This balance of your intuition and your wisdom. Because the opportunities that you're moving towards here are achieving this balance. That is the Chariot card. Let's take a look more here, please, Spirit. For the Queen of Swords card, let me have one more card for our Libras on the advice about Saturn. Clarity about things that you're all done with. The Ten of Wands have come out over and over in these readings. And remember, these are for all 4 signs. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, plus Aries in the 7th house of Libra. So there may be more here for you to view. Let's have a look at this. Yep, leaving it behind. Absolutely. Moving on. You're all done with something here, and you seem to know what it is, right? This also is about aligning. 2 2s on the bottom of the deck. Maybe this tells me a little bit about what it is that you're done aligning with. And this could be just ways of speaking or being spoken to, right? Causing, I'm seeing you learning not to take things so personally, Libra. Don't take what other people do so personally. Because, this is the foundation of who and what you are. You're stable within yourself. Stability here. Balance, stability within yourself. It gives you that shield. The shield of, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter what other people think about me or say or do. But I'm not going to tolerate. I'm not going to tolerate being treated a certain way anymore. We're going to get some balance on that. Libra, you're going and stepping into your power. That's what we're talking about. Stepping into your power. Balance. Excellent. Good luck on your journey, Libra. All right, for our Scorpio. This would be Aries in the 8th house. For our Scorpios that are joining us today, please, Spirit, this new cycle that Saturn is bringing in, what is it that they can anticipate? Let's have an oracle card for the overall general message that they can anticipate here, please, Spirit. What is it bringing for our Scorpio? Navigating by the stars. Follow your bliss. Looks like you're moving towards a brighter place. And it looks like the path is pretty easy. Looks like it's downhill from here. Tell us about this, please, Spirit, for our Scorpios that have found this message. Let's have a card for this overall energy, what to expect. You can expect the sun. What challenges might this cycle bring for our Scorpios, please, Spirit? 3 of Pentacles. And what opportunities might this cycle bring for our Scorpios, please, Spirit? The 7 of Swords. Overall underlying the Ace of Swords. You know the truth, Scorpio. You know the truth. The first thing that I want to point out here is how we have the 7 of Swords and this gentleman here, or person, on navigating by the stars. They're both moving in that direction. And they're both moving towards a horizon that is out of view. Another thing that I'm seeing is how we have a lot of individuals in pictures here. And in the middle, the challenge, we have many individuals coming together, building things together. And here, with this opportunity, is you moving towards that community. And maybe that is what this next cycle is asking you to embrace. Embrace the idea of you absolutely being yourself. You have things to bring to this community. You have pieces that are needed to build together with others. And they're asking you to shine that truth. Because somewhere inside you, there is a truth that brings you bliss. Something about perhaps who you are. Something perhaps about what you know. Maybe your skills, your strong suits. They're saying you have a lot to bring to the table here with that strong suit that makes you happy, that brings you this bliss. And they're saying collaborating on that is the thing to be doing in this next cycle. I can't tell you how many times this card has come out in this, almost every single reading. Everyone is done. completing that old cycle. Everyone moving forward to much better opportunities. That is a nice thing. What more here for this? Like you're done not being you, or maybe you're done not expressing your ideas. Because this is telling me with this 10 of coins that you're very much ready to embark on this journey. You're prepared. You have something to bring to the table, Scorpio, that it's profound. You have a lot to offer towards a legacy. They're encouraging you to take that opportunity. Let's talk more about this, please, Spirit. What card here? What information for this 3 of Pentacles for our Scorpios? Creating it. You have everything that you need to create it. You're well equipped. This last 30 years has perhaps, like I said, over here, it's all downhill from here. You've already walked up the hill. You're at the top. Now it's cruising. This 5 of Swords. 3 of Cups, right. Your community. Finding the ones. I mean, look how many 3s you have on the table here. It's creation, creation, creation. You have something to offer, Scorpio. I want you to give it up. Give up your cup. Something in your depths. Whether it's gifts of your intuition, gifts of your love. This next cycle is bringing in you working in communities, because you're going to have something to offer that other people need. They need to hear it, see it, feel it. Time to be you. You got it all. Good luck, Scorpio. All right, for our Sagittarius, please, Spirit, this would be Aries in the 9th house. Sagittarius. For our Sagittarius, please, Spirit, for the best and highest good. What can we offer them about this new cycle that Saturn is bringing in? Let's get an oracle card. Oh, we have a card that popped right out. I didn't even realize it. Answering the call. Well, there you have it, Sagittarius. You're up to bat. The time is now for you to answer the call. Let's talk about this energy here, please, Spirit. For our Sagittarius, for the best and highest good. For our viewers that are finding us. Let's talk about this, answering the call. This overall energy, please, can I have a card? Enlightenment. The Hangman, whole new point of view. And the challenges that our Sagittarius will face in this new coming cycle. How rapid these changes might be. The opportunities that our Sagittarius have coming towards them. The Knight of Cups. This is about delivery for me. The Knight of Cups is about delivering the cure. The opportunity is for you to answer the call. And you need to take someone, perhaps the world, what you have in that cup, Sagittarius. Because what you have in that cup are brand new ideas, a brand new way of seeing things from a completely different point of view. And it's time for you to step up and answer those, offer those things to. We have strength as the bottom of the deck, the underall energy here, which is telling me that what is in this cup is something that is a great strength of yours. Let's talk about what's in this cup and this strength in this opportunity. What is this that Sagittarius needs to bring? Yes, we have to offer it to everyone. You have some inspiration, absolutely. All right. Let's talk about this inspiration, this hangman here, please, Spirit, for our Sagittarius. Give them a little more information, please. Whole new chapter, this brand new beginning. Like these are ideas that belong to a brand new world, Sagittarius. And you're fired up about it. And it's your strength. That's a good thing. Tell us about these obstacles for our Sagittarius here, please, Spirit. This 10 of Wands has shown up in, I think, every single reading. Done. Beyond done. You have completed this. This new chapter, this new thing that has been brewing within you. Maybe these visions that you're having. Maybe these profound ideas of new concepts. Whatever it is that bubbles inside of you that makes you inspired and excited. This thing that you're supposed to deliver, this inspiration. This thing that you have to offer, this inspiration to the world, Sagittarius. Not just to just somebody, to the world, to all of us. Lay it on. Completing rapid changes coming around. And that being in the challenge, and this being the 10 of Wands, it's saying that the exertion then it's going to take for you to get from point A to point B here, from knowing what it is inside to bringing it into the world. That there could be some things here that stop you, try to hold you back, try to block you. Let's talk about that, Spirit. What advice then for the things that may hold our Sagittarius back from doing this beautiful job? Walking away. The 8 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Sun. So these blocks that might be holding you back. And what I'm getting here is that this could be related to, your ideas about what it is that you're allowed to have is what I'm hearing. Like maybe some of these blocks might be, again, we have another blocking card right here, but also changing these ideas. And this might be about some money blocks. Sagittarius, it might be about, you might need to take a look at that. Take a look at what's underlying in your ideas about perhaps what it means to be abundant. Or maybe that you don't have the ability to finance. Maybe you know absolutely already what it is that you're supposed to be bringing. Maybe that's already very clear to you and what you need to offer. But maybe some of these things, maybe you're worried about not having enough money or not having the ability or the way to do those things. And they're saying, don't worry. Don't worry. It's there. It's coming. Like taking a little bit of a risk. Making a little bit of a crazy move. But I'm hearing the bridge will be there underneath your feet. Keep walking, Sagittarius. All right, for our Capricorns, please, Spirit. For their best and highest good. Let's get an oracle card for the overall energy for the Capricorns. This would be for those of you that have Aries in the 10th house. For our Capricorn here, please, Spirit. Let's have a card for the overall energy of this new cycle. Taking shelter. The answers are within. This is home. This is hearth. How warm and cozy it looks sheltering in that storm, in that nice little house. So let's take a look. Please then, Spirit, tell us about this for our Capricorns. Tell us about this new cycle Saturn brings in at 0 degrees Aries for our Capricorns. Please, Spirit. The Lover's card. Nice, Capricorn. All right, let's look at the challenges, please, Spirit, for our Capricorns. Wheel of Fortune. And for the opportunities coming up for our Capricorns viewing this reading for their best and highest good, please, Spirit. The Three of Cups. Okay. I want to get a couple more cards here. Taking shelters. The answers are within, and the Lovers for this overall energies cycle. For Capricorn, the answers are within. What makes you happy? Okay, 10 of Wands in every single reading, I swear. Underlying that, we have Justice. All right, so you're done with stuff that doesn't make you happy. Capricorn, you are done with the things that don't align with you, that don't fulfill you, that don't fill you back up. You've had enough of that. In the past 30 years, you have learned a great deal about what it means to struggle through trying to attempt to do things that don't necessarily align with you, whether that is in relationships, career, life in general. You're realizing things about what fulfill you, what makes you feel safe, what makes you happy. And these are things that a cozy, warm house, of course, makes you happy, but there's more to this. Maybe it's filling that cozy, warm house with a family. And maybe you know now that that is what you want. But it seems as though to me that you're definitely done with an old way of doing that. Let's talk about this challenge. The Wheel of Fortune, I'm going to leave that Justice card there because that is all about balancing. Beautiful energy here. Let's talk about this challenge, this Wheel of Fortune for you, Capricorn. Because the Wheel of Fortune, it turns whether you want it to or not. So what's happening here with this energy? Okay, yep. Whether you want it to or not, here it comes. One more card here. Choices for you. Let's talk about this opportunity here, please, for our Capricorns. The opportunity is seeing things through, seeing this completion of this coming together. Maybe we have cups and cups over here, cups here, and this is bringing it into being. The challenge will be for you to make that final decision, to embrace it. Maybe you have this being offered to you, but because of some of these things in the past, you might not want to necessarily move towards that. But they're saying that this new cycle is calling you to do that, right? Calling you to look inside and find the answers that are going to take you to the most potential in this cycle coming for you. Let's talk more about this potential in this cycle for the Capricorns, please. What message for them? Here it is in fruition. The perfect partner. Standing firm and knowing exactly what it is that you're taking action on. And this is about, we have a couple here, the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is the perfect partner. And this is this fruition coming into being. Right? Caring, solid foundations. That is this beautiful house here. Here it is. And this is the Lovers. Knight on either side, encouraging you to take that action. Because the energies of this cycle with Saturn can bring in a beautiful connection to the things that truly make you happy. Good luck, Capricorn. All right, for our Aquarius. This would be for those of you who have Aries in the 11th house. Aquarius, please, Spirit. This new cycle with Saturn moving into Aries, this new beginning, what is it that we need to know for our Aquarians? Faraway places, get ready for new horizons. Faraway places, get ready for new horizons. There was another sign that had this as their oracle card. Perhaps it was Cancer. I'm not sure. You might want to check if that is resonating for you as a rising moon, sun, Venus, or house placement for Aries. Anyway, for our Aquarius, please, Spirit, let's have some cards. Let's see what the general beginning energy is here for our Aquarius in this new cycle. Let's have a card for this new cycle for our Aquarius who are viewing the star. There you are. The star that you are is what I'm hearing, Aquarius. So you're right here. You're right here all prepared to go. What challenges is this new cycle bringing in for our Aquarius? Is what will Saturn be challenging you with the sun? And the opportunities unfolding in this new cycle for our Aquarians, please, Spirit. The Ten of Cups. This is beautiful energy, Aquarius. The underlying here, rapidly changing. I don't know if I really need to say anything. I mean, get ready for new horizons and boom, boom. You've done a lot of work here. You've done a lot of work, Aquarius. You have developed into your mission because this is your card. The Aquarian card is the star card. The challenge here is for you to be seen, Aquarius. The challenge is for you to be your authentic self, to shine your little freakish light. Let me just say that, Aquarius. And hey, don't take it personally. I have heavy Aquarius placements. And so I know from experience that we are a little different. Proud to be so. For the opportunity here, though, I think it's all worth it. I think it's all worth it for you to get past this challenge of your authenticity. Because the Ten of Cups, this is a beautiful card. Let's take a look at this, Spirit. Can I have some more information for the challenges that the Aquarians will face in this next cycle? Temperance. Very nice. We have the Nine of Cups and we have Temperance defining the challenges to you shining your light, Aquarius. And it's about the past. It's about things maybe you've gone through in the past. When you talked about your truth in the past, maybe it didn't go so well. Sometimes. Maybe not very well understood. But what I'm seeing here is that truth is going to be more understood as we go into this new cycle, this brand new beginning in Aries. Because the truth is what more and more people are going to be focused on. I mean, look how he's over here and he's focused on this truth. He's focused on the star. That people know that that's the direction to go. And maybe some of the ways that you can see things, Aquarius, from this faraway place, right? This higher perspective that you were able to take on with your Aquarian energies, right? This brings this alchemy. And with these both being 9 cards, this is about attainment. So this alchemy, this balancing between, what's happened in the past and you just really letting your freak flag fly. Moving past the things that happened because you did do that. And maybe there were some repercussions in not so nice ways. Maybe bullying or whatever it might have been. There were some times it didn't work out. And it's made you, and the challenge is that has made you a little bit hesitant to show your truth. But yeah, just don't worry about it anymore. Don't worry about what other people think, Aquarius. Because you have something here. The strength of that truth for everyone involved is what you're being called to manifest in this new cycle. Stepping up into it. Because you got some going on here. You know what's going on behind this veil. You've got some things coming out to show the people. There it is, brewing. This cycle is about you stepping into that. Brand new day. Beautiful energy, Aquarius. All right, for Pisces. This would be for those of you that have Aries in the 12th house. For Pisces, please, Spirit. Saturn's finally leaving Pisces and moving into Aries. Let's get some overall energy. Let's get an oracle card here, please, Spirit, for those Pisces that are watching us. For their best and highest good, please, Spirit. Reaching your destination. Your light is shining bright. What did you go through, Pisces, in the last 30 years concerning Saturn? You learned to shine your light. You've succeeded in doing that. So let's talk about this energy as we begin this cycle for our Pisces, please, Spirit. Can we have a card for that? Knight of Cups. And for the obstacles that our Pisces will face in this new cycle. We'll do that. The Three of Cups. And for the opportunities they have in this cycle, please, Spirit, for our Pisces. The Four of Swords. Overall, bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords. So this Two of Swords is about crossroads for me. It's about being at a crossroads and having to make that decision. And really taking a moment to ask yourself, through your intuition, what this is that you truly want. Because she's poised and ready here. She's not using her eyesight to make this judgment. She's using her inner knowing about what is right. And you're on that verge, that precipice of taking off this blindfold and going down the crossroad, whichever one that it is that you have chosen. We're right here at this beginning, this precipice of moving forward on that, going towards the rest of this energy that's coming from this new beginning, this beginning with Saturn, because it's bringing you towards a new community. You're leaving something here. We can talk more about that. What are we leaving here, Spirit? Show us a little more about this challenge, moving from this Eight of Cups into this Three of Cups. Give us a little more information for our Pisces. Moving on from things from the past. Here's another three. Coming together to build things. And there is the 10 of Wands. Again, it has shown up in every single reading. Done. The 9 to the 10 here. You have found a truth here, Pisces. A truth about something that there's no going back from. Something about the things in your past. You're not going to do that again. And this cycle is asking you to not do that again. It's asking you to move on. And I think it is, I think you know what it is that you have discovered here. More so than I do. But it's about what's aligning with you. This Two of Wands here. We have the Two of Swords and we have the Two of Wands. See, this is what we're moving from. On the precipice of making this decision to making this decision and choosing the one that is in line with you. Maybe that's going to take some effort. Maybe it's going to take some challenges. Maybe you're going to face some challenges because you want to make this choice. Let's talk more about these opportunities here coming in, Spirit. Let's talk more about this Four of Swords. Right? Defending. King of Wands and the Hierophant. Maybe you're feeling like you have to do all of this work to defend yourself. Defend yourself from maybe even defending yourself from yourself, the ideologies that you have about the traditional way that things are supposed to be, or the logistics of the plan, right? Maybe the challenges here for you getting to that point might be of, well, you know what it is that is in line with you now. How the heck am I going to get there? Maybe about like, yeah, I'm not sure how I can afford this plan, this change that I want to make, because it's final. And I might be burning some bridges because of it. And that's something that, can challenge you. But they're saying that no, there's opportunities here. Look at this, 7 and 8. There's opportunities for you to build things. There's opportunities for you to create a way for you to find this income, to make whatever this is happen. They're saying dig deep in here and get creative. Brand new cycle opening up. And it might feel a little bit like you're, taking a risk here. Trying to weigh these choices back and forth, which one is riskier. But they're showing me how you're going to find that truth. All right, it's going to get clear. It's going to get clear for you, Pisces. You can make this happen. They're saying you're equipped to do it. Take that blindfold off. You know which way to go. Good luck, Pisces. All right. Now I'm going to do a general overall collective reading, just the collective energies of humanity for this cycle, for the world. Remember that this is a 5-in-1 reading, that you can go back and look at your sun, rising, moon, Venus, and Aries by house placement for you to get a better idea of what these energies are going to be bringing in for this cycle of Saturn and Aries, this brand new beginning for us. So for the collective here, please, Spirit, can I have an overall oracle card for the collective? What message in general for our best and highest good? Transformation. Brand new cycle bringing in a brand new beginning. In the transformation of the Phoenix, though, we have things that must be let go from the old. A fresh new way of living emerges. I'm all in for that. How about you guys? What more, Spirit? For our collective, for this transformative energy of Saturn and Aries, let's take a look at what the collective is experiencing. They're experiencing looking back. Well, maybe those things that are burning down for that Phoenix. But 9 is obtaining the lesson. You're still standing. Everything else might be burning down, but you're still standing. So what then for our challenges in the world? The collectives, please, hear Spirit, one more card. What for the opportunity for all of us, please, in the collective? Brand new reshaping, brand new beginning, maybe one that's going to surprise us. Because the underall energy here is the Ace of Swords, which is truth, clarity, justice. And that would be a brand new beginning for our world now, wouldn't it? All right, with the Hermit here. And this is about trailblazing and showing the way. So tell us then, Spirit, please, more about this transformation in this current energy of the Nine of Wands that the collective is in, the beginning of this cycle, please. Three of Coins, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Two of Swords. So what I'm seeing here with this is about being at a crossroads, one that's based on choice. And it's almost like, you know, the two ways that this can go is going to be moving towards a collective, creative endeavor for humanity. And then one on the other side would be more like choosing service to self. So getting this message of choosing service to others, choosing service to self. What have we learned? What has humanity learned in the past 30 years about these two paths? Did we learn anything? Because this Ace of Swords says we did. And this transformation with this Nine of Wands says we probably won't be taking this forward, but let's take a look at our challenges, because the challenges here is the closing of a cycle and the beginning of a brand new one. With the World card, what does this mean, Spirit, for the collective watching this brand new cycle? What about this World card, please? What more? Right? Harvesting, potential. She's got that sunflower here, and here's that hermit back, blazing that path. Going to a new way of thinking, a better way of thinking here. So our challenges will be in planning for the things that will produce the most benefit for all involved here, of seeing that we know that, we already know that, and that those plans have already been coming into fruition. But to let this chapter happen is what I'm hearing, to recognize that it's coming in, and to not worry so much about whether or not it's going to happen, right? This change, this transformation on this world scale. That the challenge will be about keeping our own mind straight, our own sovereignty in view, and not to let the ways of thinking from this past, ideologies perhaps of the service to self realm or path, you know, that we've walked for quite a long time, not to let those ideas hold us back, because what I'm hearing is it's not going to go necessarily easily. You know, it's a long held belief system that is going through a transformation, and that those changes, they can take some time, but they go a lot easier when you know what it is within yourself, what your truths are. Finding your own truths is what's going to be important here. Yeah. Focusing on what is best for all involved, to provide for that, to focus on the path that you're selecting, is what I'm hearing. Page of Cups for the collective, please. Spirit, these opportunities to move forward, with things that are way more in line. And putting those plans into action. Globe here. Yes, bringing justice. Overall, beautiful energy, beautiful message for the outlook of what the next 30 years can bring with this transformation from Saturn moving into this beginning degree point, this brand new chapter. It looks excellent going forward. Enjoy the journey.